Hello everyone, good evening. How are we? What is happening? It is I, Sharon Tal, just checking how you are, checking what is happening, wondering who is here with us. Hello Dana. Who else is here? How are we? So we are here to talk today about success. What is success? How is success is happening for you? What is happening for you, Georgette, about life? Success can be on a physical, emotional, mental, spiritual. It can be in relation to family, it can be in relation to work. It can even be just staying sane with what is happening all around us. The question is, how do you define success? What does success mean to you? I'm glad that you can make it all. Thank you. So, what is success for you? For some people, it will be to leave the country. For some people, it will be to finish the day. For some people, it will be just to get them through. So in the way that we're looking at success, it is about creating a few levels. Some people need some more money. Some people need love. Some people need faith. So what do you need? And what do you think that will make you successful? If I may ask you, would you like to write me a couple of words so just that I can see what is success for you? Write. Because I have a few examples for you. Yasu. Thank you for all that has joined them. So what is success for you? Success to achieve your goals. What are your goals, Catherine? Is it goals that are physical? Are they emotional? I have decided a few days ago, well, I've decided many times. However, this time I am deciding and going to accomplish, I have put myself on a keto diet. I actually ordering meals that will come to my house. And I'm going to make it. And I have a goal, and that is the goal, and I will achieve it slowly but surely. Being offered 2 jobs in a week, being recognized for my hard work, amazing. Physical and emotional and career goals, amazing. Not worry about money and feeding everyone, amazing. Do you understand how some of your goals, so for example, Cass, we have worked on the survive and suddenly you're having good trouble, right? And Francis, what is happening for you? It's the money, not having to worry about money, which is kind of a survive. And this is where I want to put you, or to put the difference between what is survive goals, what is revive goals, and what is thrive goals. So if you need to be able, let's take money. People consider themselves successful if they have more or less money. I don't find it relevant, because you know what? When you'll die, you're not taking the money with you. It's what have you done with the money. It's what have you accomplished for yourself in order to be able to be happy with what it is. Now, Francis, what you're saying is a survive because you have to feed everyone. Then where are people taking responsibility? Where are you taking responsibility for yourself and to allow yourself to, I guess, make sure that you have what you need and how you need it? Does that make sense? Because a lot of people, and that's actually part of in my book, one of the chapters is willing, ready, and able. So are you willing to do it? Are you able to do it? What would you like in order to do it? So are you capable? So you mark a goal, You mark a goal and you're saying, all right, how am I going to do it? What am I going to do about it? Does that make sense? So then, once that you have set a goal, what are the steps that are actually being taken? So remember, one of my famous strategies is assess the situation. Where am I at? Then you make a plan. Then you action the plan, and then you reassess it, basically going back. So when you assess the situation, you're saying, okay, I have a certain amount. I have X amount of, let's say, I spoke to someone from overseas, and he has commitment to give money to his divorcee for maintenance for the kids, right? And that's a commitment. So far, because of a few different circumstances, he wasn't able to do it. So, and then he has other debts, and then he actually needs to enjoy life and eat and do everything else. So I said, okay, how about if one day you will work in order to achieve the debt that you need to do for your ex-wife? And then the next day that you will work, you will return the other debts that you have. The next day, you will work to cover your expenses. And then the following day, you're just going to work in order to return the rest of the debt. So debt, save for the future, and make the money to live. And then the rest of 3 days, he can actually rest. He's like, okay, I'm working for myself. I can actually do it. He couldn't see it because all he could see is debt. Everything is coming on you, and it's pretty hard to deal with that. Does that make sense? So we need to assess it. Then you need to action it. How are you going to action it? What are you going to do? So you're trialing it. You're trialing to see what is your stronger day, what is your less strong day. And then you're thinking again, how am I going to strengthen it again? And so on and so on. And then you're reassessing, did it work for me? Is it happening for me? So could you please tell me a goal that you would like to achieve so I can help and support you? Write down your goals. So I know, I'm not sure if my friend is still watching, but she's really ready to go and to leave the country. So for this, passport has to be made, and then after that you need to create the visa, the acceptance, the release form. So there's a few other stuff. There's so much stuff that need to be prepared before you actually do something about it. Hi everyone. How do you overcome any unexpected circumstances? Okay. So thank you, Catherine. So when you are in survive, your corpus callosum, which is a part here in the brain, shuts down. Why does it shut down? It is shutting down to protect you so you won't be able to think, and that you'll be able to action. You're actually going into the fight, flight, and freeze. Once that you are in the fight, flight, freeze, you can't think, you just action. Okay? You become, I don't want to say crazy, but like aggressive. You become anxious. You become doing. You become depressed. You become withdrawn, right? You need to be stepping out of that. You can't think. You literally can't think, because this goes to the reptilian brain, to the amygdala, which is an almond. It's an almond-shaped gland that sits in the brain and stop you from doing things. So the question is, what is it that you need to do in order to step out of it? So for those who studied in my course, it is being cool, calm, and collected versus hot, anxious, and scattered. When you're not grounded, you're scattered. When you are hyperventilating, it's hot, which will create that anxiousness or anxiety. So Angela's goal is to tone your body and to be a better listener and communicate better. Amazing. Well, that is very good. So how do you tone your body? Do you just look at it and ask it to be toned? Or do you need to do exercise? Or do you need to potentially do specific exercises to specific muscles Do you need to eat the right or the wrong food? What are you going to take, and how much water do you drink? So what are the actions that you're actually doing to help yourself to achieve what you want? Does that make sense, Angela? And to be a better listener, well, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. So we need to listen twice than what we speak. Does that make sense? And that is where we need to look at it. Another things that we need to work with, beautiful, and you know that it's working, right? You know that it's actually working. Some people potentially consume alcohol. They consume more than what they would like to. Hence, you need to limit yourself. If you're drinking more than a bottle and it's too much for you, then you stop. You stop at the bottle and you look at it. This is my budget. How am I going to do it? Of course, if you enjoy the drinking, you can say F it and continue. However, then don't complain if you are complaining. Some people are happy, some not. Some people are sluggish the next day, some not. So the question is, how are you going to deal with what is happening for you? Give me some more goals, please. What other goals do you have that you would like to achieve? So I can talk again about me. So I have started that regime of shedding the weight. Hopefully you'll be able to see it soon, sooner rather than later. And this is a gift for myself. This is a gift for myself that I do in order to support my own well-being. So for this, I increased my water level, and I have increased my, I've been exercising more. I have filled up in my bike and air in the bike, and I took myself for a ride. And I'm going to stay committed to myself, and then I'm going to have a buddy that will support me in order to do it. Now, someone here is writing being less emotional. Emotional, firstly, if you're a Scorpio, come with the emotion. It's come with the definition. However, you need to see what is making you emotional. Is it foods? Is it specific food? Is it specific hormones? Is it substances that you're taking? You need to look at the big picture. If you're just being emotional, potentially you are, konnichiwa, you are potentially, like some people have soy milk and they have a little bit more estrogen and they can become more emotional. Depends. Sometimes you're just unhappy with certain things. Camille, you want to finish your course. So how many more modules you have? 3, 4, 6? How many did you have? What is the plan of action that you're going to take in order to do it? Are you going to do a chapter a day no matter what? Are you going to sit with a computer and just do it? You're going to challenge yourself? Do you know what I mean? So you have to have an action. 6 modules. So 6 modules, in how long do you want to finish it? If you want to finish it, let's say in 6 months, so you're doing 1 module. The thing is that you need to set yourself a plan. I think one of the most horrible things about the lockdown, which is 200 day today in Victoria, super challenging, is it throws people out of their routine. So if you want to do it by the end of the year, this is 4 months. 4 months, that means that you can do every 3 weeks, you need to complete a module. How many questions in a module? Probably 20, 30 or 50, it doesn't matter. 3 weeks to do whatever questions. You are giving yourself 2 hours a day that you're sitting, and I can assure you that it will be done. It will be completed. Okay? Who said that the lockdown is supposed to go till December? Please do not. My birthday is in 2 weeks. I will not celebrate my 51st in lockdown. Om, Mother Padme, Om. Does that make sense, Camille? Thank you so much. So, Catherine, does that make sense to you as well? Is there any other questions there? What are your targets? What is it that you would like to achieve? And how will you assess it as a success? So what is success for you? On the physical, on the emotional, on the mental, on the spiritual, on all the level of life. What is health? What is health? What about health? Do you prefer to be alive a little bit but overweight, or being slim is the main thing for you? So how are you going to assess it? What is your health worth for you? Now, the most important thing here is that we have commitment, we have responsibility, and we have the consequences, because if you do not act in a consistent way, what will happen to you? What will happen to you? You'll do on and off, and then you'll say it never works. Guess what? It works. It's us who don't work. It's us who don't actually help ourselves to achieve our goals because we give up. We give up because of the society, because of the community, because of other people. Remember, when you point a finger, 3 fingers are pointing at you. So what is it that you do that you are not helping yourself? How can you help yourself? Little steps, little steps, little steps. Doesn't have to be big. It can be small. If you're smoking, 20 cigarettes a day, when I help people to quit smoking or to quit some of their substances, I'm actually asking them, how many of them do you actually enjoy? Most people with cigarettes will tell me that they enjoy 2 to 3 cigarettes a day. That's it. They enjoy the morning cigarettes, they enjoy the night cigarette. That's it. Or after lunch, that's the third one, or after a meal. So if any of you have ever smoked, I know I did, and it was the morning one, but I can't talk about it now because it's like, doesn't do it to me. Yeah? Hello from Wenga. When you are allowing yourself to be successful, the success is conquering one step at a time. We just had the Olympics. Do you want to tell me, I know that I will use an old one, but Kathy Freeman, do you think that the moment that she stepped on that running course, did she win straight away? No. Ian Thorpe, when he got his Olympic medal at 18, what? He was doing it since he was 3 or 4. So that is all that hard work that we think, oh my God, he was so young. Yes, but he tried it for 14 years and then he retired at the top. So when we are looking at persistence and consistency and continuing to actually loving yourself on this journey. So today I stumbled, today I'll try harder. Do you know what's the difference between a perfectionist and striving for excellence? Let's say we both need to get to here, okay? Same place, same height. When we are starting, and let's say this is the excellence, this is the perfectionist, right? When we are starting, and let's say it's the first time that we're trying a skill, we are trying it for the first time, okay? You are, let's say I'm the striving for excellency, we both managed to get to 3. I'm saying, whoa, I have still so much to go. But doing 3 for the perfectionist is not good enough, right? Bummer, let's start again. And then the next day we're starting again. Today we managed to do 2 more. I'm already at 5. This one is at only a 2 again, right? Oh, damn it, boom. And then again, we're trying again and we managed to push another 5. Hey, I'm already at 10. This is only still at 5. They can't use what they've done because they've canceled it. So once that we are not allowing ourselves to be in that strength that we are, right? We have to start again, all over, all over, all over again. And that is actually shuts us down. So I would like you to be persistent and consistent in everything that you do. Does that make sense? Can you write me if you understand it? And what is the next goal that you would like to do? You have to do slowly and surely because, I don't know, if I'm hungry and I want a steak, excuse me for all the vegans out there, I can't go to the cow. And I can't even go to the half of the cow. And I can't go to anywhere. It has to be that steak. And even that steak needs to be cooked. Okay? So when you just chew it, and let's say I even just have the steak, do I have to cut it to little pieces? Because even if I'll put this steak in my mouth, it will choke you. Okay? So you have to cut it a little piece. You're starving, you're hungry, right? You're thirsty. Even if to drink a whole bottle, it has to be one sip at a time, because otherwise you'll choke. If I'll take this steak and it will be stuck, right? And this is where you need to assess, use your mind to assess what it is, and then tackle it, do it. You failed? Continue from where, what did you learn so far? Next, because you've been there and you've done it. So you don't have to work that hard to achieve it. Does that make sense to you? Does that make sense to you? You know, tomorrow, part of my job as a celebrant, I'm actually I'm going to conduct a funeral ceremony for someone, right? And it took me a little while to write the eulogy, and I actually know the person. And hey Renee, wow, it's been a while. But as soon as I sat and actually gathered, and he was actually present with me in his spirit, because I knew him as well. He was 90-year-old, but he was one of my meditation students since 2001, since I've opened my clinic. And an amazing soul, but I had to take the information from here and take it from here and create it and make it together. And that is where I guess the ability to sit and to weave it. Now, if I wanted to do it a month ago when it was supposed to be the first ceremony, it wouldn't come out. I had to let it come when it is. So sometimes when you don't do something, it's not because that you are lazy. It's not because that you are not capable. It's simply because that it's not the time. So for example, Camille, if you're sitting to do a module and it's not the time, but then when it is the time, sit for 2, 3, 4 hours, finish the mojo of it, boom, it is done. So I'm a kind of a totalitarian person. When I sit, I'll do it, and gold will come, because you are actually ready to do the things that you are doing. Does that make sense to you? Smash it, 100%. When you used to do your dancing, did you not just do it? You told me last week that you've been practicing sometimes from 10 till 4. You smash it, you own it, you know it, you move, and then it is done. So put yourself a goal, put yourself a challenge. Even, and I sometimes deal with hoarders, sometimes I deal with people who can't be bothered. I want each and every one of you to achieve something. I want you to be able to say, I did this one today, as little as it be. So let's say if you have a mess and you're looking at it, you're like, oh my God, I can't be bothered. It's too much. Do one shelf, do one drawer, do one box, but own it, do it, insist on it, and you've got it. And this is how you achieve things. And once that you have achieved it, you know, it's like a child who is completing something, but then the father or the mother say, oh, but you still haven't finished this, and this. Okay, I haven't, but what if you'll acknowledge this? Oh my God, amazing. Do you want to move to the next one? And can I tell you, our practical parents, that's what they used to say. They were hard. Oh, what you're doing is nothing like what we had to deal with. What you have achieved is nothing from what we achieved when you were in your age. Guess what? This is 2021. And this is what they're capable to achieve. They are dealing with electronic things. Yes, go and get the washing. Fold it while we're talking. What's the difference? Nobody's looking. Nobody's caring. Finish those things. The more that you'll be able to have a clean slate, what will happen? You'll have a clear mind. You won't have clutter. You won't have mess. If there are photos that you need to sort, right? Put them while you watch TV. and then just sort them. Sort a little bunch, and then another bunch, and then another bunch. And then even with clothes, what are you doing with the clothes? Keep them, give them, chuck them. That's it. Very simple. Okay? When you're doing things, let's say with money, there are so many belief systems in relation to money. What is money? Money is energy. A lot of people say to me, I don't like money. I don't want to be greedy. I don't want to do this. Why? If you have money in your pocket, does that make you greedy? That means that you can pay your bills with respect. That means that you can pay debts with respect. That means that you can actually live and enjoy with respect. Why are you minimizing that value? I'm not saying be greedy and do everything to get money. And even if people are like this, and you know some people, potentially they didn't have enough money when they were young, or they need to prove things to someone else. I know someone who is the son, like the family, the father has a very big construction company. And that construction company, they have a lot of, I don't want to say demands, but expectations, right, from that young guy. He is already starting with deficit for the simple reason, right? For the simple reason that all those expectations are on him, and they're saying, oh, he just got the job because of his father. While he's actually earned his own license, he has earned his own way to the knowledge of how to be a builder. Okay? So, and hello and thank you for those who just joined us. Thank you. We're talking about success today. So, you need to be able to ignore those things. How many relationships got married to make their parents happy? How many relationships got married, right, just to make other people satisfied? Even the partner, they didn't want to break his or her heart. They just wanted to get out of the house. They had expectations. There is doomed from the beginning, right? So this is where you need to allow yourself to be connected to what you actually need. Now, I wrote here a few things. What drives you to earn? And I want you to suss out as well how much money, this is how we run it, right? Just little notes with all my colors. How much money do you actually need? How much money do you need to survive? How much money do you need to revive? And how much money do you need in order to thrive? So once that you are connected to your survive, now double it. Double it. Because like this, your bank account will never know it. You can either double the desire of what you need, or in my place, there's a background noise. Only thing it can be this one. Tell me if it's better. All the way in Sydney. What is the amount of money that you actually need to survive? Is it $500 a week? Is it $700 a week? Is it $1,000 a week? What is it? It has to be a certain amount. And once that you are connected to that amount, you need extra. You need extra in order to revive. And then you need more. And then you need more in order to thrive. I don't want you to wonder what is happening. I can tell you, I'm a sole trader. Last week, I've worked maybe a day and a half. This week, the coming week, it will be 1 day, a day and a half. I trust that whatever is coming is going to happen. I trust, a full trust in the Creator, in God, that everything that I need will be provided to me. And do you know why? Because I've been doing it now, here, for 20 plus years. And I know that that's how the energy goes. I let go and let God. Okay? So, yes, maybe it was the train that goes here. Who knows? Thanks, Camille. That was a good one. Someone here needs 1,000 a month. Amazing. That means you need 250 a week. How are you going to make it? I want to see numbers. How much do you need a week? Can you tell me? Write to me. Hey, Gail. Good to see you. Hey, Beck. Hi, everyone. So, what is success for you? Success is ... What is an emotional success? What is a mental success? Not to fall into depression and not to have anxiety, it's a form of success. But that is on a survive. What is your next? To be inspired, to be agile in your thoughts, to be connected. You see? So Haruka Bird need 1,000 a month and Camille need 1,000 a week. Some people will need 1,000 a day. So then, how can you get it and what will you do in order to get it more? And that is where you have to think outside of the box. If people saying that they need to get their health, some people have cancer, some people are dying, some people need extra support in what they do. So you can see that some people's problems are nothing towards what you do or what you need, or they are so much more of what you need. So please, on one hand, just don't compare yourself to others. You can't compare yourself to others, and you have to make sure that you are not earning your money or doing your energy or your activity from fear. When you're doing things from fear, what's happening? If you're running, I often say to my clients, if you need to get from A to B, simple, from A to B, you can run it, you can walk it, you can stop, you can go from here, 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 here. At the end, you need to get to here. You are the one who will make the choice on how to manage your life. Does that make sense? You are the one who will make the choice of how to manage your life. So do you function from fear or do you function from love? Do you do it because your parents didn't give you the right tools to deal with things? And can I tell you, over 90% didn't. You know why? Because giving birth does not come with a manual. I thought that it came with a manual. It does not. You search it in all kinds of hospitals, it does not. Okay? So then when you are looking at things from love, then it becomes a challenge from choice. Does that make sense? When you are doing things from choice, you have options. And this is what it's about. So then how are we going to take you out of fear? I want you to take one hand, it can be your left or your right, and actually put it on your heart. Can you do that for me, please? Put your hand on your heart. You can close your eyes or not. And I want you to feel, I am coming from love, or I am coming from fear. And I want you to tell me what is your answer. Because a lot of time, doing a lot, doing too much is a fear. It could be fear of missing out. It could be fear of stress. It could be fear of survival. There can be so many fears. It could be trauma-driven fear that pushes you to do things. I want you to do and run your life through passion, through joy, through happiness. Does that make sense? What is it that drives you? Fear or love? Can you write it to me? Is it fear or is it love? Let me know. Love. Well done. You are lucky to do what you love and earn money and not work too many hours. Brilliant. Love. I think it's a bit of both. Exactly. Well done. Love. Amazing. What about my Facebook people? Write me a little comment. You see, Catherine, when you're working with adrenals and when there is a strive to do, then there has to be fear there. Even FOMO, it's fear of missing out. Fear of failure. Both. This is where we need to look and see what is it that we can actually clear away. Is that fear actually rational? Is that fear justified? What is the fear of? Can you keep putting your hand on your heart and tell me, please, what is the fear? Let's say if it's in relationship and you fear to have your heart broken again. What is success in relationship? Success in relationship is staying married, but what if the marriage is not good? Very good. It's ego-based. There's a lot of fear. Amazing. I'm glad that you can see it. Success sometimes is just to finish a day. I have a friend who works in Bunnings, and sometimes for her it's just to finish the end of the day. She's like the head of a department there. It is really hard, right? And she's just like, let me breathe. So fear in relationship is fear of breakup. It's fear if the parents got divorced. It's fear, oh my God, I'm going to be a failure like my parents. Oh my God, I'm not going to make it happen. Oh my God, I have to make it happen, right? So when you have to make something happen, it's not just pure love. It's not just hard. It is like challenge that is sitting and coming from your amygdala rather than from your heart. Remember our talk 2 weeks ago about the head, the heart, right? Fear of being alone. Brilliant. And fear of being alone is one of the biggest things. However, the most common mistake is that we think that people need to complete us. They don't. You are whole as you are. You do not need anyone to complete you. What did Nelson Mandela say? He said, it's not the fear of failure, it's the fear of success. So, fear of breakup or fear of demand, then being dumped, you are compromising yourself then. Every time that you are in fear, you are in self-compromise. You're afraid of being alone, you're afraid of being dumped, you'd rather stay in a sticky situation. Let me help you there, Camille, 15 years. Stay with me here, stay with me, and we'll do it, right? The fear of breaking up. I'd rather break up than be in a horrible, suffocating relationship. Some people just can suddenly wake up and they have cancer. Then what do you do with that? Are you just giving up saying, oh my God? Or you can do that for 5 seconds and then, how am I going to get it? What do I need to do? How am I going to replenish my cells? How am I going to fix my head to think I'm banishing it away? What am I doing? Am I just going to say, okay, then I'm dying. Goodbye. No, you are fighting with everything that you have. Does that make sense? Everything that happens to you is happening for a reason. Everything that is happening to you, it's coming to wake you up and to teach you a lesson. What do you think? That things are happening for no reason? Have you ever read or heard of Louise Hay? No, it's for your internal wars. You are the one that are manifesting everything that is happening to you. You are the creators of your life. You have decided about it before you even landed in this body. It's like we have a whole list of supermarket lists. Yeah, I want to experience breakup. Yeah, I broke up someone's heart, so I'll experience breakup. Oh, I'm terrified to be alone Okay, so how am I going to do it? I'll have to be alone in order to own it. So that fear of being alone is actually continuing because you're so afraid of it, you're attracting it to you. If someone wants to sell their art, you need to go there and knock at the door and just face it. So sometimes being in war, you need to be at peace. And that peace is peace of mind, is peace of heart. So for your sake, when you want to be at peace, and I'm going to talk, I've just prompted myself to talk about the remedy of the week, because we are being torn. Every mirror that we see around us, it's actually a mirror to wake us up, right? So what are you doing to wake yourself up? What are you doing to see and to nail it, right? There's someone that the partner doesn't want to get married, but the other side of the relationship just want to get married. They're saying, but I'm comfortable with you. We don't need that silly ring because people usually are divorcing. Well, it is right because it's 50%. But the other one saying, oh, but I just want that commitment. I just want that ceremony. I just want that fairy tale. Okay? But because that person's parents have broken up, that will be the security. But this one saying, but I'm here with you. And you can decide who is the male and who's the female here, right? Because women just need that ring. They need this fairy tale. But those fairy tales don't necessarily work. We all need to be connected in our hearts and in our heads and in our gut and in our souls. And I would like to refer you to go to my talk from 2 or 3 weeks ago with the head, heart, gut, and soul. And if you always have any other questions, you're welcome to send me a DM, right? I can't see the emoji. Yes, now I can. That is good. I bought a new ring, a light ring, and I put the 2 phones like this, so now I can talk to you equally, because it used to annoy me to look at the computer and the screen. Do you like that light? Do I look glowing enough? Now, any questions so far? Fear of breakup. Yep. Any questions so far? How does it sound to you? Are you willing to let go of that fear? Are you willing to connect to that energy of love, to this energy of love, or do you want to stay with your fear? So put again your hand on your heart and ask, where does that fear come from? Okay? Where does that fear come from? Thank you. Tell me. Put your hand on your heart and ask yourself, where does that fear comes from? Let's do it. If it's fear of relationship, if it's fear from money, if it's fear from success, if it's fear that we won't be able to make it, if it's fear of being lonely, where does it come from? Probably or not? What does it mean from society? Probably. Right? Yes, but what if you, Hayal, actually rejecting them? What if you realize that those people are not good for you because when you pick them to begin with, you're so desperate of not being alone, right? That you're compromising on yourself. Imagine that. If you just want to take money, if you just want to grab something, let's say you're hungry. So what? You'll grab Wonder White because you need to eat. If you're in survive, 100%. But if you're in thrive, what does that mean? That you will go to a bakery, that you will choose the right bread, you will choose the sourdough, you will choose something that will be good for you and for your body, right? I just picked bread because it's the bread and water. And are you going to drink water from the street? Are you going to drink them from the tap? Are you going to allow yourself to have a water filter or clearer water? Are you going to boil it and then use it? Does that make sense? There's so many levels from survive to the thrive, okay? Are you going to try to eat a little bit healthier or more organic food? Like, what is it that you are going to give yourself. So some people wrote from mom, self-esteem, fear of money. It happened so many times. Of course that it happened many times. Of course that we will follow our parents. Okay? When we are following our parents, we are copying them. Every time that you are in a relationship, originally, you are copying your parents, or you are manifesting someone like your father or your mother. Depends on your gender. It actually doesn't matter at all. It depends who you were connected to and who did you idolize. And you usually idolize the stronger parent, but it doesn't mean that that stronger parent was actually good for your other parent. They could have been narcissist. They could have been selfish. They could have been control freak. They could have been alcoholic. And that's why they were so strong. Does that mean that they did it? Or they just mean, or maybe they were rich or they made money. Yes, but were they good parents? Were they good husbands? Were they good friends? It's not just about a specific value system that we put. Remember, you're not going to die with your money. Or do you? You won't. So what are you doing with everything that you have left? What legacy can you say that you have left to people? What legacy did you leave behind you? Right? Did you leave some values and morals for your children? Did you feel love even if you don't have children? Were you nice to yourself? Were you ready to own yourself? This is the most important person, yourself, that you need to make happy. Are you willing to make yourself happy? Are you willing to be loyal to yourself? And if you sense that your relationship are not good or you're not going to get what you need, shalom, see you later. You don't need to chase, no more. It has to be mutual. And if it's not mutual, it's clearly not working. It doesn't matter what is the reason. So start being nice to yourself. Start being nice to yourself. Stop justifying other people. Stop giving excuses to other people. Stop having the Stockholm syndrome when you're actually falling in love with your capturer. Stop with the BS to yourself. Start to connect to who you are and what are your goals, what are your values, what are your morals. Once that you own it, you will start manifesting here. Okay? You will be so wealthy and so abundant. What is abundance? What is success? It's having so much choice. Okay? So it's about what do I need, what do I want, and what would I like? Survive, revive, and thrive. So now, having all this information, can you please tell me what is success for you? If I've managed professionally to make you happy, to inspire you to make a change in your life, right here, this is free. But then if I've inspired you to come for a session or to really want to work deeper, I'm gaining financially indirectly because I am doing my passion for you. Okay? I'm not hiding it, but this is my contribution for the week. And I try to inspire as many as I can, as many as little, it doesn't matter. I'm not connected to the number of people who is watching me. You know, there is a very famous expression, he or she who saved one soul, they actually saved the full world. So if I was able to change in a little bit, make you think and take you out of the fear and put you into the love, kudos to me. Thank you so much. But the action has to be yours. I'm just your catalyst. I'm just your pushing. I am not doing your work. You have to do your work. If you want to shed the weight, you have to watch what you're eating. You need to stop the sugar. You need to stop the alcohol. You need to stop the things that stops you from shedding the weight. You need to eat the right food. You need to have the right water and exercise and breathing and doing everything. If you want to have more money, Is that job going to provide you that? If not, get a second job. If not, get a whole new job that will take you. You're saying, oh, but I'm not qualified. Really? Then either you become qualified or you are changing and shifting to make it work for you. Because if no matter what, you can't get an extra job, then maybe you need to change your qualification. If someone makes painting and that's what they do, then go and freaking knock at some doors. Go and find galleries to sell them. There is no place for a victim. Another theory that I've discussed it with you, it's the jackal and the giraffe. You're going to be the victim and then attack, or you're going to be the love and then self-love. Remember, the giraffe has the largest heart simply because it needs to pump it over there to the head, right? So how are you going to do it? Are you going to be the jackal or are you going to be the giraffe? I definitely want to be the giraffe. Okay? And we all have that jackal because we've all been pushed. We've all been challenged. Enough of being a victim. Enough of being in the lack. Enough, it's not enough. It is enough. You know what's the meaning of the name Sharon? It's a lush valley. It's abundance. And this is where you need to be in your abundance. Whether I have or not, I will have always. You know, they're saying as well, who is the richest one? Is the one who is happy with what they have. Own it. Don't look at the neighbor's car and say, oh, I wish I had that car. Well, if you really wish it, what are you going to do? Are you going to get it in finance? Are you going to buy it outright? Is it really that important? Is it because you always dreamt to have this specific car? If it's something that you dreamt, work towards it. Where's the problem? Where is the problem? Oh, it's never going to happen. It's too expensive. It's too this. Well, either you change what you want or you're going to make it happen. There is no two ways about it. If you want it, aim to it, do it. Does that make sense to you? Again, I know I sound like a preacher, but I need to wake you up. There is no time. There is no time. I know someone who's working in 3 jobs. But will the money ever be enough? Because it will. If you're living in a thought that it's never enough, then it's not enough. Religious helper to the priest. Camille, seriously. Why don't you become the priest, right? You don't need to be my helper. You can be near me, next to me, and you can do your own. Okay? Don't walk in front of me because I might not follow. Don't walk behind me, I might not lead. Walk next to me because we are equal. I might have stepped few steps before you on that pathway, but we are equal. Does that make sense? Everyone is equal here. Most of you have skills that I don't have. And I might have skills that you don't have. Does that make me better or worse? No. Might make me a little bit better in this, but guess what? If you want to make them better, then you insist and persist. Consistency, remember? Take responsibility. Hola, queridita. It's late. Where have you been? Yes, I am a preacher. Yes, I am a preacher of God. So then, what will you consider now as your success? May I re-ask you that question? What is now your success? Could it be self-love? And that self-love will take you everywhere? Because if you love yourself, you will eat the right food. You will do the right exercise. You will have the right job. You will have the right friends. You will be connected to your family. Responsibility is your ability to respond. And by the way, I was supposed to already teach my course, but thank you, Dandrews, and I cannot. So I have decided to make releasing the fear as a new goal, 100%. My course, 28 lessons in self-mastery in this endless lockdown. So I think that I will just move it either to the 14th of the 9th of September. So you can still join if some of it is interesting for you. Now, this remedy, I am at peace. What does it mean to be I am at peace? This is your new success, self-love. Capish? Comprende? Got it? Good. Panimai? I don't know if there are any Russian watching. Mevinim? All the languages. I am at peace. Taking a dose for me. And I'm taking a dose for you. And I want to read you the affirmation for it, okay? Sì, bene. Okay. I am now connected to my true purpose and soul mission in this lifetime. You can repeat it with me. I'll start again, okay? I am now connected to my true purpose and soul mission in this lifetime. I now release and overcome all obstacles on a mortal and immortal, earthly and ethereal plane. It is safe for me to achieve my goals with my own internal approval. I am now aligned and feel at peace with my soul on all levels and dimensions. And this remedy, this elixir will help you. It will revive your adrenals because it has coffee that will still stimulate you, but while it's energizing your adrenals, it has few remedies. You can check it all on my website, thesoulalchemist.com.au. Do you have any questions? Please. This is the time to ask. I don't even know who's here and who's not. Say hi if you're here, so I can see you. Now, this back of the card, don't know if you can see it. I'll just do it from here. The back of the card. Hey, Helen, how are you, darling? Still here. Beautiful. Catherine, there's work there. Hey, Gail. Hey, Beck. Good. Those are the people that I will pull the cards for, right? Amazing. So, I always start with Insta. I'm going to start today with Facebook. So, hello, Facebook people. Let's see who is here. We're going to do here. Let me just check. One sec. Oh, good. I've charged the phone and then I got usually electrified. It's electrifying. All right. Let us see. All right, Helen, you were the first one. So let's take a card. Helen, you are ready for your enlightenment, right? So say it with me. I am in the light. I am the light. I now share the light. And this is for your third eye, crown, and beyond. Okay? And this one is the chariot that will take you. I highly recommend those cards. They are so channeled, right? Despite the fact that I made them, I really still mean it. All right, Beck, you're the second one, right? Beckstar. Success! You got the card of the lesson. Well done. So I am now willing, ready, and able to create new pathways to success. I have the magic touch. Can you see that, Beck? Beck always calls me magic, but she is the real magic, not me. Gail, a card for you. Gail, are you a little bit burdened? I now let go of the heavy burden. I feel light and free. I'll take you another card just to see what is the burden is about. I'm going to take a different card again. Good. You need to transform that burden into universal love. Once that you're changing it to universal love, I now feel universal love in every cell of my body. Stay with me, hang out with me. Natalie, here we go. Nat, nurturing. Maybe it's time to give to your sister. Nurturing. But don't forget yourself. So I now nurture myself and others with love. All you need to do is love. It's only give love. Does that make sense? Not too much. Hayal. Role model. Remember that you are a role model. I am now willing, ready, and able to be a positive example. So despite what it is, You cannot be afraid of the relationship. You cannot be scared that things are not going to happen for you. Okay? That is part of that. Francis, you're going to be next. Communication. So it's all about learning to communicate. I am now willing, ready, and able to express my emotions in a constructive way. I communicate in a higher form of love. I miss anyone else in here? No. Let's go here to Insta. Lovely people. Yes. Okay, I think Camille, you are the first one. Okay, Camille, you're the first one from Insta. Lightening up. It's about lightening up, making it easy. I'm now willing, ready, and able to be in joy. How much fun is that? To be in joy. Okay, Catherine Findlay. Fearful, it's actually not. It's for you. A vegan you. It is about fearful and courageous. You see, I thought of you first before of that. Not you, Findlay. I am now willing, ready, and able to be free of my fear. You've actually already starting to get your healing, Catherine. Let me get you another one here. Great. It is time to replenish. So I am now willing, ready, and able to nurture myself and shine my light. How awesome is that? Now, Catherine Louise, that one is for you. You feeling a bit lost and broken? I'm now willing, ready, and able to love myself. Well, still homeschooling 2 kids, it's not simple, right? So it's time to feel fulfilled and to be connected with everything that is happening. I am now willing, ready, and able to live in my fullest expression of myself. And that is how and what is going to shift. Angela, a card for you. Angela, self-blame. You cannot blame yourself. I need you to shift the energy. I am now willing, ready, and able to have love for myself and for others. Do you need another card with that? Oof, that is the timid card. I cannot escape it for whomever it is. I am now safe and secure. So no matter what is happening, you must feel safe and secure. Let go and let God. Let go and let God. Skvana, Sophie, right? Let me give you a card here. Nourishment. I'm now willing, ready, and able to move my body, eat healthy, nourishing foods, and be hydrated. So for you, it's about going back to basic, okay? Going back to basic. Okay, Haruka Bird. It's your art. Be proud of it. You've received it from God. Be proud of it, okay? So it's time to restore it. I now restore every cell in my body to full vitality. I now restore every cell in my body for full vitality. Is that Lane Cat? Who is that? Lane Cat. Overwhelmed and expressive. So I am now willing, ready, and able to listen and to be heard. You need to listen and to be heard. Okay, who is the next one? Sweet Agisa. Expression. It's about expressing yourself. My expression is now full of positive energy that fills me up with joy and positivity. I'll do one for Joe first. Joe Bisotto. Inner beauty. Inner beauty, I'm now willing, ready, and able to shine my light inside and out. Judy, would you like a card? You're welcome. Judy, time to be more active. I am now active and full of vital energy. This is what it is. I'm glad that you're all coming just at before 9. Just gave it you a card. Elizabeth, unmotivated, motivated. Well, guess what? She's like in 40 degrees and she's tired, probably. So I am now willing, ready, and able to be motivated and to bring the spark back into my life. Elizabeth, did you get your delivery all the way to Israel? A card for me now, someone is asking me, so thank you. Choosing to move forward. I do choose to move forward. I do choose to let go of all the crap. I do choose to just be at the present and look forward to an amazing, amazing revival. So I now choose to move forward in my life. And I am now willing, ready, and able to fly high. Does that make sense? Drop the mic. Zoop. I did not throw my card. It's fine. Anyone else that would like to get a message, just write it to me. Diana, are you still here, querida? Diana, integration. You are integrating. I now choose to live my integrated life to the fullest potential. Okay? Angela, of course I will give you. You need to say hello, otherwise I can't see you. I can't channel and do this and do that. Gave you one, Diana. And Angela, you need security. What does security mean? I am now secure on all levels and dimensions. So security is part of that success, because once that you're feeling safe and secure, your amygdala will relax immediately. So safety and security are the number one tool to take you out of your survival. Does that make sense? Yes? Any other questions? Any other things that you would like to discuss? So we all need to reassess, and we all need to be more conscious about it. So I'm now willing, ready, and able to assess my life and to find my true calling. How amazing is that? How amazing is that? Right? Here, Judy, this is a little bit of the light here. So what do I mean by security? No, that's too dark. Security, it's about you. Can you see my aura? Can some of you see my aura? It's not just the shadow. You need to be able to see the aura. Maybe I'll teach you next time how to see auras. Would you like me to do that? That's part of the psychic development that I need to create and do, right? What does it mean to be secure? That means that you are confident. And once that you own your confidence, you can just do things. You can just do things whatever and however you want. Right? Can you see my aura? What does it look like? Is there even room in that space there? Time to open you up. Can you see it? Opening up. I'm now willing, ready, and able to create new pathways that fulfills me. So let's say for a second about shedding the weight. I was riding my bike today in the sun. That's why maybe I look a bit flushed. When you are allowing yourself to be in your confidence, to be in your power, to be in your energy, what do you think that will happen? Your soul will have space to come out. Your soul will have the energy to shift. And this is where you need to transform your energy. This is where you need to allow yourself to be in your full power. And once that you are in your full power, boom, the rest is history. Okay? Well, bright green color, Haruka, is healing. That's what it is. So, do you have any questions for me? I've been talking non-stop for 70 minutes. And you know me, I can talk, which is good, I guess. So, are you willing to reassess? Are you willing to reassess your definition of success? And just to hold you accountable, you're welcome to send me a personal message with your new definition of success. Okay? Your new definition of success. What is your success definition? What does it mean to you? For me, it's to be able to thrive no matter what I do. It's to have that confidence no matter what I do. So are you willing to have that confidence? It doesn't matter where you go. I won't forget it. I don't know. I was 27, so probably 26 years ago. No, I'm lying. 23 years ago. I'm 51 in 2 weeks. There's still time. I went to visit a friend in London. And I had my tarot cards with me. I've been doing readings since I was 25. Suddenly the word has come, and my friend, whom her name was Sharon Levy as well, I was Sharon Levy, she rang her friends, and there was like tuk 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 tuk. There was suddenly a queue of people. I remember I drove to do readings, and they paid me in pounds. That's paid for my trip. I didn't even plan it, right? There was one time I drove to Ayers Rock, to Uluru, 21 years ago. That's why I was supposed to go to Uluru. And I had one message. I had my American Indian cards, and I had a message to give 2 cards, to give a reading of 2 cards to this girl. I literally had to go back to the camper van, bring the deck. I remember her name was Sky. She was a Canadian waitress, and she was just on her way. She was waitressing her way through Australia. And I said to her, look, I have to give you a message. Is that okay? You know, you don't want to fall on people. 21 years ago, literally. So I went, brought it, gave her 2 cards. Again, the word just went through the whole pub. I was doing readings. I was doing it for fun. Not fun, but for fun. You know, it was with joy. It wasn't money or it wasn't anything. The owners of the pub, they were so happy. They gave us the free drinks. They gave us the free food. I remember it was dampers, which is an Australian like food and such. And it was so much fun because this is what you happen when you are in the flow. Okay? And you just have to look at life and you just have to enjoy it, right? So this is what I want from you for this week. I want you to go with the flow, go with your energy, go with your confidence. Don't be a freaking victim. Go for it. Be intelligent, be smart, be good, be powerful, be in your soul. Does that make sense? Capish or no capish? Comprende? Panimai? Again, all of you, put it in your head. You're invincible. You're amazing. You're powerful. On Sunday, it's going to be a full moon. A mother effer of all full moons. Own it. Manifest it. You're still in the lion gate. It's time to let shit go. Let go and let God come through you. We love God. We don't need any middleman. We need you to be connected to your full energy. Does that make sense? May God bless you too, Pastor Thomas Carlos Guiamfi. Speaking of pastor, you see, God is love. And once that you're connected to the love within you, then your breath become love. Then your words become love. Then your energy become love. And that's what it's about. Not an angry jackal. Be a giraffe. Be that joy. If you want to Google, you can Google the story of the jackal and giraffe. It's a whole method in communication. Okay? So do we have any more questions? I would love to see you next week in the Soul Talk. Talking to you, talking with you, 9 p.m., okay? So I'm more than happy to see you then. Love and light to everyone. Any other questions? Feel kind of powerless. Stop it. Haruka, write to me in the private. Don't worry about it. Write to me now in the private. I'm not going to let you drop your energy. Okay? No more dropping energies. You are invincible. You are with God. You are with the energy. You are love. Okay? Don't talk BS to yourself. Camille, I'm sending you a train right now. Get it. Sending you all love and light. Okay? Survive, revive, thrive. You are love. No fear, love. Okay? Namaste. Toda. Shalom with love. Bye, everyone. You're all welcome. You're all beautiful. Okay? Good night.